Well, penultimate round then in the rFactor 2 Formula Pro Series, powered by TraxionGG, about to get underway here in the dunes of Zandvoort. Aggressive angle from Marcel Chinchik, who's on the front row with Bono Huis from pole position. Huis going to lead down on home soil into turn one. It's a good launch as we dive it down into Tarzan. Huis going to lead from Chinchik. Hanijovski, a bit of side-by-side in the background as Siggy's already trying to get past Marko Pajic, dropping down into the heavy banking at T4. Yujovski around the outside. Yellow flags is already out, as I think Ibrahim Khan's had a bit of a spin in the background, but it is Bono Huis leading, Chinchik applying the pressure.
And Kevin Siggy, there's Ibrahim Khan passing one of the Mazda GT cars, which is not Bianco Lilla. He's still in 8th, so that was his teammate. But yeah, without a front wing, another front wing missing there in the background, pit teams will be busy already.
Let's take a look at what happened with Ibrahim Khan on lap one, diving it to the inside of Jan Grankvist. It wasn't the wisest move, as diving it down the inside of a gap that was always going to close, but all well and good here. That was a big bit of contact onto the rear end of Alex Siebel, who we're riding on board with. There was no way on this earth that Ibrahim Khan could have dodged that. Oh, it was a jump start. I didn't realise that. I did see someone pop up, but it didn't click as to who it was. It must have been Manuel Biancalilla.
With the super late apex and how it shapes up on the exit, it's really hard to make a move stick on the inside.
Yeah, that's so close, is the chop back from Danny Kish. And then we'll see the new blood coming in, similar to what we have in Formula Challengers, looking around the outside. No way to make it stick from Jeffrey Riedfeld. Coming to the cut back. That is absolutely sensational. Running up to the second and third corner, up and over the curb, the outside line. There's contact to Marcel Chinchik's round. Oh, that was a great save. Hanijovski manages to pick it up though. And look at Kevin Siggy come through. A little bit of contact, and Marcel Chinchik might well be able to hold this one, coming down to Shivlak. The Macedonian back to the inside of Hanijovski. It might well stick for Yujovski. They're going to battle it out. Fantastic to see these two biggest names on rFactor 2 battling it out once more. A bit of a lock-up from Siggy, and Yujovski gains it. Pajic wants his piece.
In Zandvoort already. That is Bianco Lilla against, is that Ibrahim Khan?
No, Danny Kish, I think.
That was Danny Kish. But how did he turn in there? That was a very weird maneuver there. They're going alongside. That looks all right. And then we see him coming back, and all of a sudden touching the outside of Danny Kish, running really wide into the corner, nearly letting Yujovski have a sniff up the inside, but both him and Siggy launching it into the chicane, touch on Yujovski, spins him around. He touches Pajic as well. That's the out for the second Mercedes-AMG Petronas Esports driver, both losing their rear wings, Pajic and Yujovski, and that is absolutely crucial to the championship right now, because it was Kevin Siggy forcing this, but Pajic paying the price.
And Chinchik's, that was Chinchik. So they're all coming into the pit lane. Kevin Siggy's down into the pit lane. It's Yuri Toman who hasn't got a front wing. Let's take a look once more. In a bit too hot, slightly diagonal in defence from the Macedonian of Yujovski. There's contact. Pajic did nothing wrong. Toman did nothing wrong. That is pretty rough. I mean, just getting hooked together and coming across.
Definitely doing well. We're getting another replay.
Oh, brilliant.
Even the seagull. All right, there we go. Oh, look. While Michi Hoyer would love to get closer to Risto Capit.
Oh, there we go. Capit in.
Yep. He pulls into the pits, and we're roughly in the window by now, I would say. So that seems absolutely fine.
Could be an awful lot, but let's take another look at that move from Siebel, just straight to the inside. And Jordi Veers, given plenty of room, did not really fight that, the Dutchman. Race leader and championship leader, Bono Huis into the pit lane. Mohammed Patel, penalty as well. So he's got a penalty for speeding in pit lane.
Bit hot-headed into the 60 zone here.
He released the brake too early.
Yeah, 68 coming across. I think it was better than the other penalties that we saw, especially in Silverstone.
The battle between Risto Capit and Michi Hoyer. Risto Capit under pressure from Hoyer. Hoyer around the outside. Oh, if that one's going to stick, that would have been a superb move, but not quite yet. A bit of a huff and a bit of a shout as well from Hoyer. He knew how important it was to get that move done.
If Capit is going at this pace, and Hoyer once again nearly losing the race, now launching up the inside on the drive of RAG Esports, seems like he will get through on the corner where we said it's kind of hard to launch it up the inside. The connect once again that brings Fiducci in. I'm absolutely sure that he's right behind Risto Capit right now, but this should be it for Michi Hoyer.
He'll have to work a little bit harder as Fiducci. Here we go on Risto Capit. Goes to the outside, coming down to Tarzan. Going to absolutely fire it in, up the banking. Trying to make the move stick around the outside of the Estonian. And Risto Capit, sterling defence, hangs on.
Brave, we come up with that stuff that we just talked about. While Michele Di Alessandro has a nice visit from 2 of the Volts GR cars, but he made it through. Look at that. Beautiful. Faked on the outside. Blocked on the inside, then crosses down and out of the race. That is Jordi Swears against Granquist. Granquist around the outside. That might work. He has a ton of speed there, but not enough exit.
Showed that second in qualifying. Oh, it was a mistake from Fiducci. Speaking of which, and here comes Siebel around the outside through the hairpin. He's got the inside into the penultimate corner, which will give him the inside all the way through Ari Lyondike. But look at that from Fiducci, who covers it off.
He got out of the way quite quickly. Fiducci covered up the inside, and there's Alex Siebel just going around the outside. There must have been a mistake by the Team Fortuna driver.
Time and time again, I do get very bored of seeing it, but that was superb. Another mistake, though, from the Italian, and there was Siebel through, just all the way around the outside. As Risto Capit's got through at Ari Lyondike, into the DRS Alex Siebel has got. He's going to be close at T1, just a couple of laps left to go. And the German battling with the Estonian, and Risto Capit's well out wide. Are there issues for Risto Capit? There are issues for Risto Capit, as this is a terrible day for R8G Esports, as now he's dropped down to 10th.
Then he ran a bit wide. Yeah, he nearly lost the rear there. He was afraid of it. Catch the car, lost
He's
position.
still in 7th.
Oh, he was the wrong gear.
He was still in 7th, and maybe his downshift's not working or something, or as coming through the final corner, Bono Huis, he is going to do it. It is his 5th consecutive victory, and Huis takes it on home soil across the line for Mercedes-AMG Petronas Esports, and that is it. 5th consecutive win in the season, 5 from 5 for Bono Huis, with Jeffrey Rietveld and Marcel Chinchik rounding out the podium. Jerne Simoncic and Dennis Jordan up the order. Best result of the season from Dennis Jordan, with Michi Hoyer in 6th. Alex Siebel as well up there in 7th, and Gianmarco Fiducci inside the top 10 for the first time this season. Martin Stefanko and Risto Capit rounding out the top 10.
Standings, at least for now, for Zandvoort. Obviously, Race Control still has to look these over. 256 points for Mercedes-AMG Petronas Esports team with Pajic and Huis, and then 252 for Team Redline with Kevin Siggy and Jeffrey Rietveld. Spurs Esports, they had a good race as well after all the problems for the other teams.
On the driver's side of things, though, Bono Huis at the top of the standings with those 5 consecutive race victories now. I don't want to be doing some maths early and all that kind of stuff, but let's be honest, let's take a look at that, and it's a bigger than a 35-point gap, and I would say that means that Bono Huis would be confirmed as a champion provisionally. We'll have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah, and if he wants to do 6, then he has to do it in Monza for round 6 and the last round of our championship. The Formula Pro Series powered by TraxionGG, 27th of September, so in 2 weeks' time.